Good afternoon and welcome to Armstrong Stadium on the campus of Hampton University for today's Class 3 state semifinal game featuring the homestanding Phoebus Phantoms. They're going to face the Culpeper County High School Blue Devils today in a contest featuring overcast skies but no rain for either team like they had last week, Wu Bay. We should see a great ball game today here at a beautiful field.
Oh, this is what every team that starts the summer workouts, Frank, this is what every team wants to play in. They want to play in this game. They want to be here. Two good teams. The winner goes on to the state championship game in Lynchburg, so should be fun.
Well, LSC 48 is here with you to bring you this game from right down the road from the headquarters of LSC. Good to be here at home and good to be over here at Hampton University. We want to thank our hosts for providing such great accommodations for us today.
Yeah, we're in a nice booth up here, up top Armstrong Stadium by ourselves here, so it should be a good time
real
up
nice.
here.
We miss Herman Drone, of course, our clock keeper that usually sits down the road from us, and we've got Jim Schaffner, the great voice of Darling Stadium here at Armstrong. You saw the Culpeper County Blue Devils come out. They're wearing the white tops with the gold pants. The Phantoms in their royal blue top today with numbers that are visible from the booth. We got a hold of Culpeper County's head coach Ken Wakefield before the game, and we're able to hear a little bit from the coach. All right, we're here with Culpeper County High School's head coach Ken Wakefield. Coach Wakefield, welcome to Hampton. Looks like you've got a pretty good group of guys out there.
Yeah, we do. Thanks for having us. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, now you come in here playing pretty good football in the last few weeks. What's been the key over the last few weeks, especially in light of losing your quarterback to an injury?
Consistency. We've been there before as far as losing the quarterback. There's been a couple times where, Eric's gone down or, we've had a couple other guys step up. So we're used to it. It's just next man up mentality.
All right. Now, what are we going to see out of Culpeper today that maybe Phoebus hadn't seen yet on tape?
I can't tell you that. Hopefully we're just going to execute. I mean, that's going to be the key thing. They're a quality football program. We know that. We're going to have to be disciplined, limit turnovers, hopefully keep their offense off the field, and execute is going to be the big part of it.
Now, you've told me that this is your 6th year at Culpeper.
Yes.
You're not from the Commonwealth of Virginia, so you're kind of still new to some of the teams you don't play very often.
Yeah, that's correct.
How do you get your guys ready to come in here and face a Phoebus Phantom team that has quite a record in the last 20 years?
Well, if they're not ready to play Phoebus, there's something wrong. They know the reputation. They know that they're a very good football program, and our kids are up for the challenge. I think we're pretty good as well, so we're going to come and compete.
All right, and finally, what are the fans going to see, or what will they see if your team is clicking on all cylinders?
We're probably controlling the clock. I think that's going to be the big thing. A team like this, it's explosive, plays great defense. Hopefully we can keep that defense on the field a little bit longer than normal. Try to control the ball and at the end of the game give ourselves a chance to win.
Well, great to have you here. Good luck to you today. That's Culpeper County High School's head coach, Ken Wakefield. We want to thank Coach Wakefield for being so gracious with his time before the game. Got some pronunciation straight, and I got to meet a few of his players, so we're glad to have them here. We also were able to catch up with Coach Jeremy Blunt of the Phoebus Phantoms. He too in his 6th year, and we got to hear a little bit from a very enthusiastic Coach Blunt. All right, I'm with Phoebus High School head coach Jeremy Blunt. Coach Blunt, state semis, December. Time for Phoebus football.
That's what you work all off season for, man. It's about those early January workouts, man. You got your mind focused on the goal. You want to put yourself in the best position to be successful, man. And, week by week, we've been able to do those things, and we just want to continue to grow today.
Well, you got a dry field this week. What's it going to do to your offense? Is it going to give it a little more flexibility?
I mean, it certainly helps you. When you get out and the elements are fine, it's almost perfect conditions out here, man, when you're considering the weather in December. So, it always helps. It gives it level playing field for both teams, man. It's fast field right now, so we can get out here and just focus on having a fun game.
Now, this team comes in with a pretty good record recently. What do you got to do to beat them today?
I mean, at this time of the season, man, everybody's in it for a reason. You don't look past your opponent. You give your opponent the utmost respect, which we have done. We prepped for it. We've locked in. We've gotten ready for it. Now it's just time to get out here and have some fun.
All right, tell the fans, what are the fans going to see if Phoebus is clicking on all cylinders?
Our motto today is, man, just get after it. We got to come out and we got to throw punches fast, man. We don't want to wait. We make our adjustments as we have to make adjustments, but we want to get after it fast and set a certain tone right away.
Well, good luck to the Phantoms today. You've done a great job getting them here, Mr. All-Region head coach. Good luck to them, and go get them.
Thank you.
Coach Jeremy Blunt, Phoebus High School. Well, we're watching the coin toss, and we see that the Phantoms lost the toss to the Culpeper County Blue Devils, but they deferred, so the Phantoms will receive the ball on what would be the north end of the field here. Wind is blowing from the southeast or east across the field towards the Phoebus side. So that may be a factor today if there's some kicking involved. We've got two really good kickers here today. The one for Culpeper, Aiden Brooks, the senior, number 19, is one of their strong leg kickers. And, of course, Anthony Wallace for the homestanding Phoebus Phantoms. Wube, what do you expect here on a dry field? Both teams played in very muddy conditions in the rain last week. What's going to be the difference, in particular for the Phantoms this week?
Well, one thing we haven't addressed is why we're here. A lot of teams in the playoffs have moved their games to turf fields, and that favors Phoebus, of course, with their speed and athleticism. You know, Darling Stadium might have slowed them down with the field conditions, but, you know, it's going to be Chris Daniels probably trying to get to Barry Hargraves and Latrell Smith on the outside.
Well, and I think it is going to be Chris Daniels' show today, the quarterback, the junior. Coming off a late season injury, we've seen him look stronger and stronger as he's gone through the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, he sat out the last two games and the first round of the playoffs, so he's healthy. You know, Coach Blunt and Coach Carson said he's ready to go. He's 100%, so it should be his show today.
Well, Latrell Smith, Barry Hargraves, and Caleb Randolph back for the Phantoms as we get ready to go. It is going to be number 19. Aiden Brooks to kick off for the Blue Devils. And we'll be underway here in a minute at Armstrong Stadium in Hampton University. Glad to have you with us here on LSC 48.
Going to be a pooch kick, Frank. This might go out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty. It's going to be starting at, the 35-yard line.
Well, the ball went out right about the 31, Wube. Not much of a strong leg, maybe trying to kick away from Hargraves. Barry Hargraves, number 4, is going to be, I think, the key component today, along with his quarterback. And if those two can connect like we saw them doing in warm-ups, it could be a long day for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, I think I probably nudged your shoulder when I saw Daniels throwing to Hargraves and the speed that he showed on this turf. It's going to be scary for Culpeper. But, you know, Coach Wakefield talked about his defense, and up front is going to be a factor.
The officials today from the Southeastern Football Officials Association. Jay Walker is our referee. The umpire is Charles Hillman. Richard Ayala is the linesman. The line judge is Anthony Carter. Side judge David Hall Sr. The field judge Kevin Williams. Jimmy Brubaker is the back judge. The alternate's Anthony Edwards. And, of course, Herman Drone on the clock here down the booth from us.
Can't see us, he can't hear us, but he's here. And actually the ball starts at the 40, Frank, on the penalty. Daniels in the shotgun. Hargraves goes in motion. They start out with him, Frank. He goes wide, gets a good block, and he's going to take this to the house. He's going to have an opportunity. First play of the game, first play from scrimmage. Barry Hargraves, touchdown Phoebus. That was too easy.
Well, a little bit of prediction there by yours truly, because Barry Hargraves just outran everybody. He went through with some great blocking out there on the left end of the field, and the Phantoms move ahead with 11 seconds gone here in the first quarter, 6-0 with Anthony Wallace to come out and try to put the cap on that touchdown run. We knew Barry Hargraves would be fast on this turf, but he showed it right there.
Wow. First play was from scrimmage. Almost went, if he was playing flag football, I don't know if he would have got touched.
Well, that certainly will put the Blue Devils on the heels here away from their home turf up in Northern Virginia. Wallace on the kick out of the hold of Latrell Smith, and it's good. And the Phantoms move 7-0. Wube, what do you think?
Too easy.
Go ahead and analyze that play for us.
Too easy for Phoebus. I mean, again, if he was playing flag football, he might not have got tackled. That was too easy. Culpeper's going to have to adjust now.
Well, I think they actually tried to grab him down by the face mask at some point there. So Hargraves doing exactly what Hargraves can do on a dry field. You know, we saw him carry the ball, once last week against Norcom on an end around. It was that play, in fact.
And we kept talking about how we wanted to see if he could get the ball. Here's the replay.
Well, just no keeping up with Barry Hargraves on that one. Krista Campbell on our instant replay shows you his run down the field, and it's 7-0.
If he keeps playing like that, he'll be playing on Saturdays every game here at home.
Well, they were lucky to have him. Now the Phoebus Phantom defense is going to get a chance. Back for the Culpeper Blue Devils, Deron Colbert, the senior, number 2. Anthony Wallace kickoff. You know, Culpeper County comes in 9-4. They played very well through the playoffs, averaging 31 points on offense, only giving up just over 10 points on defense. A better defensive show from the Blue Devils than from the Phantoms. Phantoms giving up 11.6.
And they've had a tough schedule, Frank. You know, playing the likes of Eastern View, Colonial Forge, playing up in that district up there.
Wallace with a kick.
It's a good kick. It's going to be Hoffman's going to take it. He doesn't have much room, and Phoebus is going to get him around the 25-yard line.
It's like the Phantoms all over that one. That time, number 85 for Phoebus. Tyshawn Rutledge, the junior, with the grab. And it's be 1st and 10 from about the 25-yard line for the Blue Devils.
And also, Frank, you talked to Coach Wakefield about the loss of Eric Wilson, their quarterback.
Yeah, folks, you're not going to see a quarterback as such today. They've only thrown 3 passes since their quarterback, Eric Wilson, went down with an injury 2 games ago. But they play that single wing kind of Georgia Tech-looking thing, but with no set quarterback, a lot of direct snaps.
It's going to be another direct snap. This is like number 5. It's Nazir McDonald, it looked like.
And he's brought down there by the Phantoms' number 51, Austin Gilliam. Gilliam and Josiah Silver getting a lot of press this week, and deservedly so. The 2 ends on defense have to play really good today.
Yeah, actually, that was Culpeper on the carry. Yes, you're right. You know, good article on them in the paper. They're the keys of their offense and defensive line.
Jove Culpeper, number 6, comes in with lots of yards in the playoffs, including a great game last week.
They gave him 3 on that carry, so it's going to be 2nd and 7. The whistle.
Something about the Corey Wilson's pants or shirt or some equipment issue. So for the Phantoms, number 84 is going to step in as to Devon Rutledge. Rutledge is getting their names called here early.
So 2nd and 7 for Culpeper. Phoebus showing blitz. Cochlear fakes, gets the handoff, and it's going to be close to a 1st down.
That was Dominic Edwards that went right through the line and almost in a trap, got trapped. And the Blue Devils bringing out to about the 34-yard line. 3rd and about 1.
So that's going to be Culpeper today, Frank. They're going to basically run that offense, like you said, like a Georgia Tech.
Well, they just run and run and run. They don't have a passing game. Again, 3 passes since the quarterback went down. It's a shame he's not able to play.
Yeah. So
Phoebus
3rd and 1.
7 men on the line.
Oh, a fumble on the play.
Down.
It's going to be down. It looks like Culpeper might have gotten on it.
They're going to mark him back just short of the 34-yard line.
That was Colbert on the carry, Frank.
Colbert. You got 2 Hoffmans at play out there, by the way. Capone Hoffman, number 1. Armani Hoffman, number 3. Brothers. Another set of brothers are the Hibbert brothers. You'll see Grant Hibbert, number 75, is a captain and on the line there on the left end.
So
Bracken Hibbert, his brother right next to him, number 68.
So Culpeper's going to go for it here on this 4th and 1, Frank.
7 men on the line. No, 6 men, excuse me.
On the 34-yard line, they're going to go for it. It's going to be Culpeper. He gets the 1st down.
He gets across the 35, but brought down quickly. Dominic Edwards at the feet. So was number 25 for the Phantoms.
You know, Frank,
it's Torrey Newsom, who we're going to call, whose number we call. All the linebackers are going to get a lot of action today.
You know, you think this offense will be easy to defend. It's just one guy running through the offensive line, but it all depends on the offensive line's push. And they're doing, so far on this drive, they're doing pretty good.
Well, you'll see Newsom and Edwards, the 2 linebackers, sitting back about 5 yards, taking a look at where the gaps are.
Culpeper. Good handoff. Good run there by, looks like that's going to be number 9. That's Jalen Veeney.
Veeney had many yards last week. He, too, having a very good playoff run. Veeney with 204 yards in the playoffs and 2 touchdowns so far.
Well, this is what Coach Wakefield wanted, Frank, a little ball control offense.
Looks like about 6-yard for the Blue Devils.
So 2nd. Let's look again. Is that?
That was once again Deron Colbert.
He's still on his feet.
Well, it's good effort.
What you have to be careful with is the DBs don't fall asleep and they catch them on a pass here.
Well, and I think it would be a rarity, but you're right. They've got to keep an eye. You don't see a lot of receivers out.
Right.
Maybe. In comes 6, and in comes number, looks like 8.
And Vini also back in.
Vini with 204 yards coming in. Colbert with 360. And Culpeper with 239. So run heavy.
So they're Culpeper in another third down situation. 3rd and 3 from the 41. Culpeper this time goes near side, has a good block. He's going to be close. I think he might be a little short. Depends on the spot, though.
I think he is short. Now this sideline judge spots it in a gratuitous fashion for the Blue Devils.
Looks like it's going to be a measurement there, Frank.
No, they're going to move it forward with the stick. So it's another rushing first down. That was a poor spot on this side.
Yeah, he looks short from here. We have a good
we got a good advantage point here. We certainly can see things well here at Armstrong Stadium. The stadium's still filling up. The 1:30 start time a little unusual.
Well, we have an LA crowd, like we always say. So 1st down and 10. They give him the first down. Culpeper, high snap. As we see our guy Silver coming around that edge.
Yep. If he gets a better start, he'll be able to take the snap next time. Josiah Silver, who's been everything for the Phantoms this year, number 55. He stops Culpeper for just about a yard. 2nd and 9.
Culpeper, a good-looking size kid. I mean, he's listed at 5'9", 180. Looks like he's a little taller than that, but that's what he's listed at, and he's a workhorse.
Well, he's solid. The Blue Devils, we saw him out of pads when they first arrived. They seemed taller than we thought they would be.
Right. They gave him 1, 2nd and 9 from the 46. Little movement on the offensive line for Culpeper. Back to Culpeper. He goes far side. He gets stopped, but still goes.
Silver got him again. Yeah.
Bounced off of Silver and got about a 2-yard gain on that run.
Yeah, that was Josiah right along behind the play and able to grab hold and take down the play. Kamani Robinson, the fullback, is in on defense as a linebacker, and he too in on the tackle. So 3rd and about 8 yards. This is where it gets tricky, Wube. Yeah. We haven't seen any sign of a pass. We haven't seen a receiver break out wide.
No, and none at all.
Culpeper, number 6.
Again, reading some articles from up there, they might surprise you with a pass here and there, but so far nothing from the passing game from Culpeper. 3rd and 7 from the 46. Culpeper, he goes to Vini. Vini has a hole, but he stopped maybe 2 yards short. Good run, though, by Vini.
That time at his feet. We'll see who that is there. Number 34 for the Phantoms. That's Jermon Simon Davenport, right on the feet of Vini. So 3rd and a long way, almost 3.
Davenport, the sophomore. Good stop by him.
I think Ken Wakefield is in 4-down territory.
I think so.
No matter where he is. If he's, say, past his own 30, he's going to go with 4 down.
State semifinals, Frank. The winner goes and punches their ticket to Lynchburg, so why not?
You got a big right side of that line. A lot of weight on the right side of the line for the Blue Devils.
So 4th and 3. Phoebus showing blitz. Culpeper, he goes from on the near side, far side, gets the first down easily and more as he goes behind the block of, it looked like a tight end they pulled for him.
Yep. And Simon Davenport again on the tackle. Jermon, the sophomore.
It was George Mosley, Frank. 6', 185, who had that block for Culpeper.
So good run there, and 2nd, 4th down picked up for the Blue Devils.
This is where your linebackers have to show so much discipline, Frank. I mean, I know it's kind of like you know what they're going to do, but you have to be there and play your keys and play your spots. There's Culpeper.
Mosley back with him.
Yeah, no, well, actually, that's Colbert now in the backfield with Mosley. Colbert gets it. He follows Mosley on the far side. Speed is shown there by Colbert.
That time, Simon Davenport's getting a lot of work out there. Jermon again on the tackle.
So Coach Blunt has to figure out what he's going to do to stop. They're going on the edge too, Frank. So,
well, as we were told ahead of time, they've put in a little bit of a different defense. Of course, by any time I hear this, no secrets are revealed. But they've put in a 7-man front. And it looks like the Phantoms are going to call timeout and address that type of play as Culpeper. Again, this is what Coach Wakefield said, controlling the clock, moving the ball. And the Phantoms trying to stop this here. They do have the 7-0 lead after the first play, long run, a 60-yard run by Barry Hargraves. Now, if Barry played for Ohio State this week, he would have gotten a pass for 60 yards.
Yeah, exactly.
You saw that They awarded the the passing yards to the quarterback, making sure that if you couldn't make the record books without it, you had to do it.
A little toss
he
to the
basically tossed it up in the air, and the guy ran by and caught it.
Yeah. So Culpeper and Frank playing their best football of the season right now. I mean, even though with the quarterback Wilson going out, they're playing their best ball right now, according to some folks up in that Culpeper area.
You know, they started their season against the Eastern View, who's where? Lake Taylor today, over in Norfolk, playing in their semifinal in the Division 4, Class 4.
So again, no passes, Frank, so far in this first quarter, as they are doing what Coach Wakefield wanted them to do, and that's control the clock. Looks like Culpeper is back in the game. I'm sorry, that's Colbert. Colbert again, this time good stop by Phoebus.
Yeah, that's Joshua Austin, excuse me. That's the other name that we're going to call today.
Oh, yeah.
Austin right on his back. Ball spotted maybe a yard further downfield, 3rd and about 2, maybe a long 2.
Colbert goes a little gimpy going to the sideline, but he comes right back out there. Now, looks like.
Well, you see big number 77, Taha Ali. He's a senior up there at Culpeper, 6'3", 330. They bring in they got another young man in there that's quite large on the right guard spot.
They've been going on that side for most of the runs. Culpeper back in for Culpeper. He gets the snap. He fakes it to Colbert, goes up the middle, had a seam, Frank.
Yep.
I want to say, who was that to make
tripped
that?
up? It was
Newsome?
Trevon Haynes.
Hayes
at defeat.
Oof.
That saved the touchdown. So a little different look from the Blue Devils, and they pick up another first down. 1st and 10 from the 25 down. Phantoms trying to combat this all-rush attack. We watched the field goal kicker. They're quite good for the Blue Devils, so they're probably within field goal range.
Well, Coach Wakefield said he had a couple that could kick it pretty well. So
it's Colclough again.
Colclough, this time he goes to, is that Colbert?
That picks up about 2 yards.
That's Vini, Frank.
Vini, I think.
So you have Vini, Colbert, and Colclough.
Jalen Vini, a senior, 6'1", 180-pounder.
And again, Frank, for people who aren't familiar with Culpeper, in Hampton, they know about the 1999 upset over the number 5th nationally ranked. I'm sorry, Hampton was nationally ranked, number 5 in the nation.
Hampton Crabbers.
Yeah, lost 20-17 in overtime at Darley Stadium.
Last time Culpeper was here.
Won the state championship that year. Goes to Colbert up the middle. Good stop by the defense.
Colbert stopped by the left side of the line that time. Once again, Teray Newsome, another linebacker in there. And number 32, Joshua Austin in on the tackle. So, again, another 3rd down.
So it's going to be.
I'm not sure they go for first down on 4th. So the Phantoms can stop them here with a little gain. They'll probably try to kick that field goal and at least get on the scoreboard.
I would say so too. I mean, they've used up the whole quarter, basically, on this drive. It's going to be 3rd and 7.
Storm Martin out there, number 45, in kind of a fullback spot.
Colclough again gets it. Oh, good surge.
That time, I believe it was Joshua Austin that blew up the play.
Yes,
number 32 for the Phantoms just blew it up. And by the time Colclough turned to look, there was no room at the end. You'll see it here. Watch the far side of the screen. You see his face come through and grab Colclough, and that's all it took. And that's a very generous spot.
Oh, man. They're going to.
No, they moved it back right. That's a good correction by the officials because he was back at about the 24. So it's 4th and 9 now.
I don't see the field goal unit coming out, Frank. They're going to go for it. Maybe we'll see a pass here.
Well, this puts the pressure, as you said, on the safeties. Back Tylen Baldwin, number 2, back in the safety spot, along with number 5, Latrell Smith. But Colclough lines up again, as he has done.
With Mosley.
To his right.
Colclough. Does it go back to pass? This is what I thought he would do to Colbert. And Colbert's going to get a first down.
That time beat by number 21, Jaheim Valentine. Not closing in on the receivers quick enough.
That might
pick up another first down.
That could be the only pass of the game. But here's the thing. That was key for Culpeper.
1st and goal now for Valentine and number 27, Devon Davis, come out.
Actually, wasn't a bad pass either, Frank, but from Colclough to
He's now 2 for 4 in the playoffs in passing.
Culpeper goes to Vini. Vini up the middle.
Good run by Vini, who seems to have a choice of holes, and he picked the one right across the left guard. The lineman for the Culpeper Blue Devils, number 77, Taha Ali, he is 330. Grant Hibbert, number 75, 220. Logan Boydo, he's a 340-pound young man. And so they got some size up front. Second and goal.
Second and goal as it goes to Colbert. Good block from, who was that, number 75
but
for Culpeper. That's Hibbert.
But Trevon Hayes once again blows through and doesn't let the running back pick up anything.
Couple good blocks there from Culpeper.
Well, and you see the running back just run until he sees a hole.
Right.
That time with Hayes right with him, there was no place to go.
Very patient.
Lost a yard that time. Third and goal from the 7.
So obviously, looks like Culpeper's going to go for it here.
Phantom fans still coming in, and they're wanting a heck of an offensive drive here. 14 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Big difference from when Phoebus had the ball in their first possession. First play from scrimmage, Hargraves takes it to the house. Culpeper, third and goal. Culpeper gets it up the middle. He has room, and he's going to be close to the end zone. Looks like he's going to be stopped around at 2.
About 2 yards.
Good surge, though.
Phantom's trying to stiffen here. They've given up a lot of rushing yards. This play started in the 25.
That's going to end the quarter, a fast quarter, Frank.
Well, we go to the south end of the field here, or the southeastern end of the field, nearest the Convocation Center. And after one offensive movement by both teams, Phantoms on one play, the Culpeper County Blue Devils on about 14 plays. So both coaches are going to talk to this squad, the Phoebus defensive team, trying to figure out what to do here to try to keep the Blue Devils out of the end zone.
I would think they got to make some adjustments around the linebacker position to fill those holes a little bit. Culpeper, Colbert, and Vini had some great runs on that drive, Frank.
Well, you know, they've been working on this week. They watched as much film as they could get of this offense, but the offense like this has only been this way since 2 weeks ago.
Exactly.
So this is something kind of new.
Give credit to Coach Wakefield, Frank, for making the adjustment.
They beat the Brentsville district 38-13 a couple of weeks ago. They've had a little kind of an easier road to the playoffs. They defeated Armstrong Kennedy 22-6 in the first week. They were 1-9 coming in, was Armstrong Kennedy. Then Brentsville district 5-5 coming in. They beat them 38-13 and then had a good win last week over Spotsylvania, who they beat twice this year.
Wow.
34-12 over Spotsylvania. So they've earned their way here. Phantom's going to try to keep them out of the end zone here as we start the second quarter at Armstrong Stadium on LSC 48, 7-0 Phoebus. Culpeper to the left.
Gets it, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown for Culpeper. Easy touchdown for Culpeper.
And the vocal Culpeper fans have arrived. The band's here, and they cheer their, or I guess you call him a quarterback. He's the one taking the snaps. Culpeper in for the touchdown. 7-6 now, Phantoms. And the defense not able to stop the running game, and then when they did, they gave up the one pass. That pass, though, I think Wubei is going to help them identify what's going on in this offense. Looks to me like they've got the other kicker in now. This is number 80. His name is Gabe Barros. Barros, a junior, 6'1", 150, and he's going to do the kicking of the extra point out of the hold of Capone Hoffman.
Good snap. Good kick. And that's good.
And he's got it. So we got a tie ball game here with 11:56 to go in the second quarter. The Phantoms now we get the ball for the second time. That's a long possession. That's about just close to 12-minute possession for the Blue Devils. So the defensive coaches going to work here with their squad to talk a little bit about how to stop that. Of course, for the Phantoms, so many of the defensive linemen play offense as well. So he can talk to a few of them.
That's a good point. They're going to wonder how their fatigue and their conditioning will be.
And they got great support. The stand's starting to fill up now on this side, the home side of Armstrong Stadium. Want to mention our friend Rob Robinson, Anthony Robinson, here with us today. Really the spirit of Phoebus High School football. And we were very fortunate to get Rob to talk to him pregame. He's very excited about this game, and Phantoms are glad to see him out here. He kind of brings that spirit of the program. He was a member of that 2001 team. He and Jeremy Blunt.
Former player, former coach. Here to support his fans, actually an employee of Hampton University, so he's out here doing double duty.
He had the all-access pass. Yeah. I was impressed. He was accessing everything. He had the pass.
All access means all access, I guess.
Here's the kicker, Aiden Brooks, out. No, it's going to be Barrows to kick off, number 80.
Got Latrell Smith and Barry Hargraves deep for Phoebus. They're going to try to avoid Hargraves. It goes to Caleb. I'm sorry, no, it's
number 27. Who's still on his feet.
Yeah, they tried to kick it away from Hargraves.
And that's Devon Davis who kind of a surprise. I think he was thinking about lateraling it back, but the defense approached it quick, so the Phantoms take over from their own 38-yard line.
Pretty good field position.
We'll see if the Culpeper defensive squad has come up with something different after they give up the 60-yard run to Barry Hargraves to start the game.
Well, let's see if Phoebus will go back to Hargraves.
We see the big linemen that the Culpeper features on the offensive line do not play both ways.
I noticed that, yeah. They got different, it's a little smaller on the defensive line for speed. Daniels is going to go back to pass. He's blitzed. And they're going to sack him, Frank, in the backfield. That's going to be a flag. That might be
a grab in his face mask.
Maybe.
Yep. That was supposed to be a screen pass. It didn't come together at all.
That's unfortunate for Culpeper because it was a good play on defense.
Jay Walker's going to have the call, the white hat today. Face mask against Daniels. So what was a really bad start for the Phantoms' second drive is going to turn into a yard gainer.
It looks like Phoebus was trying to run a screen.
That's the 5-yard variety, I guess, of face mask. And so it looks to be about, takes it right back to the original line of scrimmage. So first down and 10.
So Daniels under center. Turner in the backfield. Kimani Robinson goes in motion. They go to Turner. Turner with not much of a hole there. He gets about 2 yards on the carry.
Now, Riley Harrison, who is one of their leading tacklers, able to bring him down. Harrison having a very good playoff season. He's had 34 tackles coming into today in the playoffs. He makes his 35th. Turner with 124 yards last week, and if you saw that field, ladies and gentlemen, you would be stunned to see that he picked up that many yards in the complete mud bath in the middle of Darlin Stadium.
This is where you have to be concerned if you're Phoebus.
Man-to-man coverage on Hargraves out here to the left.
They're going to spread him out, Frank. No Jalen White again, Frank, to start this game. As they're going to pitch it to Turner. Turner goes outside, but he's tackled. Great play by Culpeper.
Yeah, that's a real good stop over there by number 34. That's Riley Harrison yet again. Harrison, 5'8", 175. Reminds us of the young man that they faced against the York High School Falcons. So third and about 7 yards for the Phantoms here.
You're talking
Chris
about
Daniels gets his play.
Mr. Very for the York
Jake
line.
Very.
Yeah, was all Bay Rivers and all region. Great player for the York Falcons. So it's going to be 3rd and 7, Frank, from the 41 for Phoebus.
Daniels in the shotgun.
In the shotgun, he has Turner. He goes back to pass. Great pocket, no pressure, and he's going to be complete to Hargraves. Hargraves still on his feet, and he breaks a couple tackles, and he is going to score maybe? Yes, touchdown Phoebus. Too easy again for Barry Hargraves.
Barry Hargraves on that's a 59-yard pass play to Barry Hargraves, and the Phantoms have 3 plays that time to score. They've run 4 offensive plays and scored 13 points so far.
Here's a concept. Give the ball to number 4 and let him do his thing.
Well, we mentioned that last week, Wube, but it was impossible with the rain and the mud to get him the ball that time. See Barry Hargraves, who we saw before the game without his helmet. If you see him with the helmet, he's a very imposing young man, but he had a big smile on his face today. I think he was glad to have his footing out there.
I mean, you notice how calm he
Wallace to kick out of the hole to Latrell Smith.
Kicks up, and it's good. He's gotten so much better.
So 14-7, the Phantoms here, and they've scored 2 touchdowns on 4 offensive plays. So now up to the defense to show that they can hold this Culpeper rushing game.
And then
this, I don't know if 9:45 is enough time for Culpeper though.
Well, that's their offense. As you see the replay here, Frank, look how much time Daniels had to throw.
Well, he spotted Hargraves across the middle, and then Barry just cuts it back the other way and goes. There's really nothing that you can do. Even Nazir McDonald, the 12th grader, could not catch up to him. And so Hargraves with 2 touchdowns, Phantoms lead at 14-7.
See, a nice crowd here, Frank.
It's a nice crowd. It's a beautiful place to watch a football game, and I hope folks that are watching high school football remember that Hampton University has quite a program over here, and Saturday afternoons at Armstrong Stadium are a great way to spend a day.
Absolutely.
So Anthony Wallace to kick off again. His second time kicking off. Last time he kicked it pretty deep. And he's going to try to do it again. Back is Deron Colbert, number 2 in the middle. It looks like DeJure McCray on the far side.
That's going to be is that Colbert?
That's number 1, Capone Hoffman.
Capone, yeah. He goes out. He has some room. Has some blockers. He's going to try to get through the outside. He gets about that 35. Good return.
Yeah, good tackle out there by defender number 20, Jakai Gray. The junior, 5'8", 161-pounder, brings down the runnings, but not before he picked up to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. And they send on their rushing group. This is like Oklahoma, 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
That's what it is.
No dust today, though, on this artificial turf field.
We'll see if Culpeper tries any passes on this drive, but, why should they?
No, they're going to, they'll get back and use that when they need it. But right now you see number 45, Storm Martin, back in kind of a fullback spot.
Colclough, again, just using his size, ducks his shoulder and puts his hand down. He gets about 5 on the carry.
There's Logan Boydu over there, number 72, who you keep seeing on your camera, 6'1", 340 if you don't have their roster at home. Also number 53, Cameron Buchanan, 6 foot 260 on the line. We mentioned the other young men, Ali and Hibbert.
So they gave him 4 on the play, 2nd and 6. This time it goes to Vini. Vini, good-looking runner as he gets about, 4 on the run.
That's a real good-looking run. Nice hole for them in the middle. Tyrell Daniels, who's in on defense, picks up the tackle, but the ball comes up to the 43-yard line. 3rd and about 2 for the Blue Devils.
We were trying to figure out who they remind us of a team that we've seen around here, Frank. More of like a Woodside, kind of that wing T, single wing offense. But Woodside throws it a little bit more.
This has been, just jammed in the middle of those linemen, just trying to open a little gap, and the back's right behind them.
So it's 3rd and 2 from the 45. Colclough, he has Mosley as a blocker, and he gets the outside easily, still on his feet. 1st down into Phoebus territory.
Yeah, that time the linebacker came up too quick. I think it was Edwards that got caught up in the blocking, and Colclough picks up yet another 1st down for Culpeper County. Up over midfield down to about the Phantoms 47. 1st and 10. So the Phantoms have had the ball for basically 25 seconds, 30 seconds, maybe I'm exaggerating.
A little bit more than that.
But almost 3 minutes.
Yeah.
They got 2 touchdowns on 4 plays.
So 1st down and 10 from the Phoebus 47. Phoebus showing blitz. Colclough fakes. Has another hole, and he's getting 6 or 7 yards per carry.
Yeah, that time up into the linebackers again. Tackle made, I believe, by Edwards. No, it was 34, who's had Jermon Simon Davenport, who's had several tackles today already.
So gets a 5 on that carry. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5, Blue Devils.
See Austin Gilliam right over the center, number 51.
Looks like a timeout, Culpeper.
Yep, it is timeout. Culpeper Blue Devils. So the Blue Devils showing just a variety of runs, and the Phantoms still trying to figure out, maybe they're trying to guess a little bit. And they need a big tackle in the backfield.
They need something. They need a defensive spark, maybe a turnover. But, you know, Culpeper taking care of the ball. They don't turn the ball over much. So they're doing great ball control and just keeping the ball, keeping the clock moving, which is the most important.
Well, Silver and Austin get their hands full up there in the front for the Phantoms.
And again, with Phoebus scoring so quick, Frank, you know, it gives Culpeper an opportunity to milk the clock. Like you said, like you joked about earlier, 9 minutes might not be enough time for them.
Might not be enough because the clock doesn't start at the end of a running play
right.
if it's in bounds, or any play if it's in bounds. So.
And they threw one pass.
Because Barry Hargraves is not in where he will often play safety. It's going to be Baldwin, the safety spot, back there with Latrell Smith, number 5, Baldwin, number 2. And, of course, number 9, Corey Wilson, who will step up. He was the defensive player of the year here in the Peninsula District. He's going to step up to his right outside linebacker spot.
2nd and 6 Blue Devils.
This time it's Colbert with a surge, but
that's Simon Davenport
he
again
dove
with
about
a good
5
strike.
Yards. Yeah. Going to be another big third down here for Culpeper.
Spotted just inside the 40, it appears to be. Well, right at the 40. So 3rd and about 3 yards for the Blue Devils. This is where the Phantoms really need a stop.
Absolutely. But again, this is 4-down territory for Culpeper.
Blue Devils get it down to the 40-yard line of the Phoebus Phantoms. It'll be 3rd and 2.
So Colclough in the back. He's back there with number 9, Jalen Veeney. And the timeout called. Timeout called, it looks like, by Culpeper as they try to figure out what to do here. The Phantoms starting to get a little bit of a read on this. There's Coach Jeremy Blunt talking to his team, talking about how to plug the holes against that running game. And we keep going the pace we're at. Culpeper gets 4 possessions all game. 6:47 to go, second quarter. 14-7 Phantoms on 2 long touchdowns, 1 a reception, 1 a rush by Barry Hargraves. Well, so far we've been impressed with this line of the Culpeper Blue Devils.
Yeah, I mean, we looking at the roster, talking to the coaches, and you know, seeing some articles about them. That's one thing they talked about was the size of their line, the expansion of their line. I mean, you know, if you look at some of the sizes, Frank, you have a 6'3", 330, 6'1", 340. I don't care what level. If you have that size, you're going to get a good push.
Yeah. They outweigh Silver and Austin about 185 pounds. That's number 9.
That's Veeney. He gets a first down easily.
Yep. That time, Torrey Newsom has to step in and help. There's a flag afterwards.
This might
don't
be a
know
little
what
frustration.
that's on.
Only had a clean game so far, only with what maybe one penalty.
One penalty, but looks like
might
that
be
one's
against
going to be,
Phoebus.
Phantoms can't get frustrated, can't give up yardage. They should make the Blue Devils earn every yard because they take their time doing it. One official with his hands out like they're safe. Flag gets picked up. Nope. Dead ball. Personal foul against the Phantoms. That cost 15 yards at the end of the play. So a mistake by the Phantoms. Give the Culpeper County Blue Devils about 2.5 minutes of ball work right there.
Absolutely.
The ball will be placed down on the 22-yard line of the Phantoms. Now they bring that 7-man front and step back in more traditional defense, looking for where the running back's going. Colclough in the backfield.
1st and 10 from the 22. Colclough fakes to Veeney. He goes up the middle, maybe 3 on the carry.
Yeah, Austin Gilliam on the tackle, but that time Wilson overran the play. You see number 9 gets to the backfield, but there's nobody there. He's going to be a little sharper on trying to grab that running back or the running back.
Right.
Well, Colclough and Veeney handling the running here for the Blue Devils. Ball inside the 20 to 19.
So first and second and 7 from the around the 19-yard line. Culpeper and Vini in the backfield. It's going to go to Vini. Vini, good speed on the outside. Almost had a chance to get in the end zone, but he's looks like a shrew shake.
Well, he's very fast. Ball's being taken down to about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Picked up a yard, but you saw him turn the corner very quickly. They're literally just running along to look for the hole.
That's right. Patient, very patient.
So 3rd and about 6 for the Blue Devils.
3rd and 6 from the maybe 19. Culpeper was going to go outside with Mosley as a blocker, and he decides to cut it inside.
Gets across the 15, but not quite to the 14. So it's going to be a 4th down.
Yeah, they're going to go for it here. 4th and 1?
Phantoms need a big stop right here. Already, though, we're seeing a couple of the Blue Devils come off hobbling. That time, Deron Colbert takes his helmet off, and he's going to sit down and talk to the trainer. Phantoms in with the big package to try to stop the Blue Devils right here.
So 4th and 1, Frank. Vini gets it, and he gets the first down.
It's close. It's much closer than you think.
They're going to be definitely a measurement. It looks like he got a good spot.
He just
they didn't get it. They didn't get it.
No, they didn't get it. So Culpeper turns it over on downs inside the 15-yard line of the Phantoms. So a good stop. It took them a quarter and a half, but they finally get the stop. That time you see the quickness of Culpeper going across on the left side, but a lot of Phantoms at his feet. So the defense gets a little victory there, and out comes the offense again. And, of course, Ube, we think the Blue Devils are looking at number 4 saying, hey, 2 or 3 you guys cover him.
Yeah, well, the problem is if you cover him, you have Latrell Smith on the other side, and then you have Anthony Turner there, too. So talent all over the place. Did you see Latrell Smith is
all by himself.
All by himself on the near side. I don't think anybody
even. If he had a radio, he'd call. He's all by himself.
No, he's not even. Nobody is nowhere near.
He's wide open.
Still wide open.
Wide open. Throw the ball. There it is.
There he goes. Going to Smith. Smith catches it. What's a little stutter step move. Still on his feet. Nobody even knew he was out there.
And fortunately, Chris Daniels knew he was out there and delivers a strike. That's a 30, 40, 45-yard pickup. Smith, of course, was all distributed in many spots. But I always thought it was great. Here you see the only person that knows he's out there. Finally, Capone Hoffman knows he's out there, but he has a hard time bringing him down. Pushed out right at the 40, so 1st and 10 for the Phantoms. The ball quickly on the field.
Again, I think they were all keeping their eye on Hargraves.
3rd out of 5 plays greater than 40 yards.
Yep. Daniels in the shotgun. Goes far side, rolls out, looking to pass, nowhere to go. He's just going to go out of bounds.
I don't know what that was about. It's a 3-man rush, and the 3 of them got through. That time, a little miscommunication on the offensive line. And they're talking to each other. There's only 3 rushers. And unlike the other line matchup, this time the Phantoms outweigh the rushers.
So a loss of 4, Frank. 2nd and 14 now.
Well, that time they dropped everybody. They had 8 backs. So Daniels having to keep his eye on that. You see the 3 rushers there. Number 12, who we don't have a number for number 12, but he's the main rusher, along with number 20, George Mosley.
It's going to go to Latrell Smith. It gets taken behind the line of scrimmage, and we just said we don't have a number 12, but he just made 2 good plays.
He did make 2 really good plays, and that's number 54, Malik Hardy, got pushed back that time. You got a 12. It's Krishan Brown, very good. We've listed him as 10. He's on it, shows up a couple of different numbers, but Krishan Brown, 10th grader, 6 foot, 180 pounder. You see him right here. He pushes Hardy straight back. He goes right by Hardy and blows up the play.
Great play by Hardy.
So good defense by the Phantoms is welcomed by good defense by the Blue Devils.
So 2 negative plays, Frank, on offense for Phoebus.
The other rushers, number 42, Adam Misbit.
He's like the nose guard. Daniels in the shotgun. 3rd and 21 now from the 45. Culpeper showing Just showing blitz. Here they come.
Somebody's open.
Daniels rolls out. It's going to go deep. It's going to be complete to Hargraves. Who else?
Now he's out of bounds about the 35-yard line, 36-yard line. So 4th and about 5, and I would think Jeremy Blunt will give this a try.
Why not?
He's going to talk to Chris Daniels. Daniels, the junior quarterback, all Peninsula District, all region second team, wasn't he?
Yeah, second team all
Which is
quarterback.
a shame.
Petersburg quarterback was first team all region.
Well, let me ask this.
But they're at home.
Petersburg?
Yeah, they're at home. And he's still playing.
That's a bad spot by the Mitchell. They lost probably a yard, but it's 4th and 6. Not going to change the play.
So 4th and 6 from the 45. Phoebus is going to elect to go for it.
3 rushers.
3 rushers.
8 backs.
We have trips near side, and that's where Daniels is going to go, and he's going to be stopped.
That time,
that's
once
Mosley.
again, that's number 50, Ibri Harold, who just gets rolled right by. And
that's Mosley.
Krishawn Brown?
Or 20.
Or Mosley, yeah. George Mosley, the senior, 6 foot, 185-pounder. So not a great series by the offensive line for the Phoebus Phantoms as they get burned a couple of times. What the ball turns over with 3:15 to go, second quarter. Phantoms holding on to a 14-7 lead. So for the first time we've seen each team not score. Now it's going to be up to the Phantoms to try to keep the Culpeper team from scoring here before the half. 3:15 is not enough time for them to run their normal.
And again, that's why Phoebus is trying to get up by a couple scores and make them throw the ball a little bit.
Yeah, they wasted a good opportunity there. Yeah, they're showing some receivers.
Oh, they were going back to pass on that one, Frank.
I think there was a procedure problem with the motion for
McDonald went in
Culpeper.
motion, yeah.
And that's the first time we see them spread some receivers out. Illegal substitution.
Did you see McDonald go in motion? They were going that way for a pass.
So a penalty against Culpeper pushes it back to the Blue Devil 40, 1st and 15. See Vivian Bentley out here on the field, and the red-headed senior over at Phoebus High School. She's the photographer. Does a wonderful job. I look forward to seeing all her photos and get them in the yearbook. So the big line of the Culpeper Blue Devils comes up. Capone Hoffman far left for Culpeper.
That's a little movement again by Culpeper, trying to confuse Phoebus. Now
they got enough guys.
They're going to have to call a timeout. They're confused.
That's 4 offensive players moving at one time. So I don't know if the Phantoms have shown anything different, or it's probably more likely Culpeper trying to do something a little different.
Yeah, I don't think Culpeper was ready. They think they were maybe a little confused on offense.
Sunshine starting to peek through here at Hampton University on a beautiful December 1st afternoon.
Great day for football, as we have a lot of other games going on around the state.
Yeah, look at the good crowd certainly on the Phoebus side, and Culpeper's brought a large crowd as well. We know there are some Phoebus fans on the far side.
But also in the stands throughout the game.
Very comfortable seating right here at the home side with the seat back chairs.
Oh yeah. They don't treat the visitors that way over there though, but that's okay.
They don't seem to be minding. Their team's right in this ball game, state semifinal.
So it's 1st and 10 from the
first and
15 from the 40. McDonald goes in motion again. Mosley steps up. Looks like it was a false start, and they're going to call it. Mosley.
Yeah.
McDonald, this second time he's had a
McDonald, this is their first series of downs. They've shown this formation, and they're trying to throw the ball. Clocks, they've only run off a second. So back another 5-yard line, or 5 yards. So now 1st and 20 from the 35, which makes it more imperative they throw. And again, they've thrown a total of 4 passes since Wilson went down in the game 2 of the playoffs. I think Colclough has all 3, or all 4, excuse me.
Yes. Let's see if they keep McDonald. They're still trying to run that same set. Haven't changed any plays. As you see, number 13 now in there now. That's McCray.
McDonald's in the backfield with Colclough.
Actually, McDonald's the one who throws the ball. He throws it to number 12.
And that's just a lob over there
to Brown.
Krishawn Brown, who makes the catch. He picks up about 10-yard line, so he recovers the 2 5-yard penalties, so it's 2nd and 10 from the 45.
So how about that? McDonald is the one who throws the pass, and he was probably the one they were intended to throw to the last 2 plays.
You know, you can tell these young men aren't their normal quarterback.
Right.
It's not, you know, it looks like you throwing the ball when you got a loose one here before the game, but it found home and picked up 10 yards.
So 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Again, a pass. Oh, incomplete. He saw Edwards coming right at him.
Yeah, DeJure McCray heard some footsteps on the turf and took his eye off the ball just a second, dropped it. 3rd and 10 now for the Blue Devils as they show this spread offense.
Again, they're used to having the spread run, but, you know, again, they don't have their starting quarterback, Eric Wilson.
Well, it's tough when you lose your quarterback in the playoffs, and you ask any NFL team.
Right.
Every level. Unless you're like Clemson or Ohio State where you have 4 quarterbacks on the roster.
They have a 5-star on the
Alabama.
bench. Right. So 3rd and 10 now from the 35. McDonald back to pass. He has pressure. He's going to stiff arm and get away, but not Silver. Silver's all over it.
That time, of course, the 2 mainstays, Austin and Silver, and it's all, Silver that finally brings down the quarterback. They chase him out of the pocket. Now, this has got to be a punting down, I would
think so.
So we'll see who's going to do the punting for the Blue Devils. It looks like it's going to be number 80, Gabe Barrows.
I don't blame him. The problem is you're going to punt to Barry Hargraves. If you're Phoebus, and you see the replay here, look at Silver cover all that ground on that one.
Looks like another timeout taken.
Yeah, don't kick it to Hargraves is probably what they're saying in the huddle.
That's all you got to say. We want to thank our crew today. We got the full crew with us. Andy Foley, our director. Renee Camden doing camera control. Krista Campbell on your instant replay. My nephew, Matt Buckwalter, doing our graphics. Randy Begoli is our engineer. And on the cameras today, Alex Begoli, who's up somewhere on top of a silo. So if you get those high shots there, that's Alex Begoli. Steve Fryer down on the field, and Nathaniel Braxton right to our left up here at press box level. We're about 20 rows up from the floor of the stadium. Beautiful stadium here with that Hampton U orange track.
Yeah.
Of course, Hampton U really nationally known for track and for tennis in particular.
Absolutely.
Of course, they've added some teams over here. They play lacrosse now. They do a variety of things. So
about
a wonderful school.
Girls
Come take a
soccer,
tour.
softball.
Yep. Built a beautiful stadium over there for the softball right next to the interstate. So it is Barrows back to kick, and Barry Hargraves back to try to get a 3rd touchdown.
Seems like Phoebus is coming after it. He's going to get it off, and Hargraves going to have an opportunity to return it. Hargraves gets around at 35.
At full speed, too.
Oh.
He just threw off the tackler. Number 20, George Mosley, hit him square on, and Barry shook him off like some piece of dirt had fallen on his shoulder pad. But then another tackler grabbed him at the feet. Mosley goes off. I think it stuck him harder than it stuck Barry.
Absolutely.
Hargraves, I said, he looked very energetic and ecstatic
calm
about the footing.
Too, yeah.
It's been tough. Last week was just dismal conditions, and I'm sure both teams thrilled to be here on this wonderful field.
And the winner plays on turf at Liberty University in Lynchburg. As Daniels in shotgun, they're going to try to put some more points. It's going to be a little slant pattern to Tucker.
Yeah, that's a big tight end who we saw the size of him. I think he's put on weight since August, since we saw him the first time. But Tucker up over the 40-yard line.
Former quarterback from Kickoff. He transferred over to Phoebus after his freshman year.
Very close. They're about a 2-yard short, so 2nd and 8. Chris Daniels moving his team quickly. 2:02 to go here in the half.
Daniels back to pass again. A little pressure. He gets away from it, and he's going to go out of bounds.
That time the defenders, particular number 40, Blake Polari, had a real nice shot at Daniels, but Daniels eludes him, probably recovers all but a yard. So it's 3rd and 3 yards.
So he gets out of bounds, Frank, and stops the clock.
The offensive line is going to have to get stronger and quicker.
Yeah.
They're allowing rushers in.
I agree, and that's key 3rd down here. 3rd and 3 from the 41. Daniels, good snap. Goes back to pass. Ooh, complete to Latrell Smith. Good tackle by Colbert.
Yeah, it's Armani Hoffman, number 3.
I'm sorry, Hoffman.
But, yeah, good hands from Smith. Smith, again, can benefit from being not Barry Hargraves.
Exactly.
Hargraves over here by himself, but he draws the attention. You see Colclough covering Tylen Baldwin on the left. He's keeping an eye on Barry Hargraves.
Another pass play. Daniels back to pass. He's going to keep a little move by Daniels, still on his feet, and he's going to be tackled. I was getting ready to say tackle. Got him maybe, after all that, maybe 3 yards on that run.
Well, good effort by Daniels, and I think the idea was to see if they could open up the middle a little bit. Very quick front line, as I said, not the big, beefy guys that play the offensive line. It's some much quicker, in particular that number 42, Adam Misfit.
I haven't seen much from Turner, as Phoebus has liked to go to pass. As soon as I said it, they give it to Turner with a good run, close to a first down.
I think he got it. Anthony Turner, again, with 125 yards last week, 124 yards in the mud today. I think that's just his second carry. But he gets the first down, 1st and 10 from the 25. Of course, Phantoms Anthony Wallace going to have to warm up here in case he's called upon.
Daniels pass complete to Baldwin. Baldwin with a little move, a miss. Baldwin's still on his feet, and Baldwin's going to get in the end zone. It's going to be short. Short at about the. They mark him out around the 6.
Call him out at the 6. I thought Baldwin had, and we couldn't see it, but spot right there on the 6. So it's going to be 1st and goal for the Phantoms inside their own or the opponent's 10-yard line. Coach Dickie Van Dyke out in front of the bench now with a white tape on his fingers, like a baseball catcher telling the team what to play. He's giving his linemen some guidance. Jeremy Blunt sends the play in.
This will be a huge touchdown to go in the half, up 2 scores.
So Kamani Robinson in the fullback spot. Watch number 40. Also number 25.
Daniels.
That looks like it's encroachment by the defense. Flags on the Culpeper side. That's going to put the ball down about the 3-yard line now.
Oh, yeah. Yep. The defense, yeah.
So they move it down to the 3. Chris Daniels already has his play with under a minute to go here in the first half. 14-7 Phantoms are trying to tack on a third one. A little shorter than the last one. Last 2, 60-yarders.
52 seconds left, 14-7. 1st and goal from the 6. Daniels under center, fakes to Turner. Has a few players open. He's going to elect to run. He's going to be tackled.
Not sure what the Phantoms were trying to do that time. Nobody open in the end zone.
Looks like he was looking for Tucker.
Brought down.
Looks like he was looking for Tucker in the end zone, but Tucker was double teamed. So
it's going to be 3rd and goal. And out comes Coach Blunt. He's called a timeout. Clock stops with 41 seconds to go. The Phantoms don't want to waste the opportunity they've been given.
This could be a huge part of the game, Frank. If Culpeper can stop Phoebus here.
It's a 2nd down, excuse me.
2nd and goal from the 6. So it was no gain on that play.
No, they lost 3.
Did they?
They picked up 3 on the penalty.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
So Phantoms trying to figure out what to do from the 6. Of course, with Robinson and then out there also at fullback, you'll see Trevon Hayes sometime. You'll see the kind of the double, what we call the Lake Taylor set this year, with the 2 fullbacks stepping up right behind the offensive line, sometimes on the same side of the ball, sometimes opposite.
And that's when they started running that offense, around that week of the season.
Well, Kamani Robinson is really the key piece. It looks like he is not in. They're going to go to more of a spread here.
Yeah.
Daniels has 4 receivers. That's Hargraves at the top of your screen, or to the left as you're looking at it from Steve Fryer's camera.
You've got Dixon and Smith near side, Turner in the backfield, Tucker and Hargraves far side. He's going to go to Smith, and it's going to be incomplete. That's Colclough playing defense.
And that was a flag, and it should have been a penalty that time. Colclough bumped him early. Good throw from Chris Daniels, though. Very impressive arm for the young junior quarterback. So 3rd and 6. Here's the replay here. You'll see Colclough. It's be on the right side of your screen.
Oh, nice shot.
And he gets there before the ball does, but no call. Number 29, the official there. That's Jimmy Brubaker. Didn't think the contact was unlawful.
So it's going to be 3rd and goal now, Frank, from the 38. Interesting here. If you don't get it, do you go to Wallace or do you go for it? 38 seconds left. Daniel's going to be in the shotgun. Tucker and Smith near side. Hargraves and Dixon far side. He's going back to pass. It's going to be Turner, and Turner is in the end zone. Touchdown, Phoebus.
And they do give him the touchdown. I thought for a minute they were going to spot it short, but Anthony Turner jumps over the pylon and scores the third touchdown for the Phantoms here in the first half. 20-7 Phoebus over Culpeper County. Offense having no problems today. They've scored in 3 of 4 possessions. Now Wallace out to kick the extra point. Number 90, you'll see him on the right side of your screen when Latrell Smith is going to be the holder.
Turner, only a sophomore. No Jalen White today. He's not dressed, so it's going to be Turner in the backfield as Wallace's kick is good.
Well, Jalen White was the all-district first-team running back. Turner was honorable mention or second team maybe. It's remarkable because White played, I think it was 9 or 10 games before he was injured, but he's out today. He did play last week some, but wasn't quite as effective. So touchdown Phantom 21-7 as Wallace kicks it through. And now with 31 seconds to go, the Phantoms to kick it off to the Culpeper County Blue Devils. They showed a very impressive first drive, turned it over in their second drive deep in Phoebus territory on downs, and then got nothing out of their third.
And now you put a lot of pressure on the Culpeper offense, Frank, something they might not be accustomed to after Wilson went out.
I was going to say, that was a horrible set of downs for them there in their third possession when they just couldn't get anything. It really couldn't get the offense set. Back goes Capone Hoffman, number 1. And that's Dejur McCray. It looks like number 13. And 5 is Nazir Muhammad. He's on the far side. And Wallace to teed up here on the left hash. Kicking right to left. See the blonde hair Anthony Wallace.
It's going to be
a little scooter on the ground. It's going to be Hoffman.
Hoffman, he gets it. Not much of a block here. He's going to be tackled around the 15-yard line. Good pursuit by the Phantoms.
Yeah, that was number 26 back there. Devontae White came down and got it at Hoffman's feet and slowed him down. And then Hoffman running laterally picks up nothing, but Culpeper gets the ball at the 15. This is not their game, and I know Coach Ken Wakefield acknowledges that at this point. I wouldn't be surprised if they take a knee.
Yeah,
and just go back in the clubhouse and see if they can come up with something a little different. They did fool Phoebus on that first pass.
Yes.
And secured a first down that led to the touchdown, but
and they get the ball in the second half too. So.
See the Phantoms waiting for the Blue Devils to get ready. Here comes Colclough. He's the last one in the huddle, number 6.
I think they're actually going to run a play here, Frank. And it looks like it's going to be McDonald, who's at the quarterback now. He's going to go back to pass. It's going to be almost intercepted by Latrell Smith.
Yep, and number 3, Armani Hoffman, pays the price for that ball going through it. Number 32 for the Phantoms is Joshua Austin. So 3 seconds off the clock, incomplete, 2nd and 10. And if you're Coach Wakefield, you got to wonder, you don't want to give up the turnover.
No, you don't.
Because Wallace, we saw him kicking 40 yards routinely in pregame.
Especially on this turf.
Again, his sun is dipped behind the clouds, but the breeze is from the other end of the field. So Culpeper going into the breeze, going from left to right. You see Colclough, number 6. And to be honest, they look a little bit defeated.
They do.
And Colclough's had a great game. He's going to just take a knee. And that's going to do it here. So there. Well, Ube, that's a heck of a half for the Phoebus Phantoms as the clock's still ticking down. But 2 big plays, the Barry Hargraves rush right there to start the game. The 1 play, 7 points.
Yeah, Hargraves has been the man in this game. Good defense on the last 2 drives on Culpeper. Culpeper's going to have to do something they're not used to doing in the playoffs, and that's probably throw the ball down the field.
Well, and playing from behind, which they haven't done the entire playoffs. All right, well, that does it for the first half here from Armstrong Stadium at Hampton University. The Phoebus Phantoms lead at 21-7. Back with you as we get ready for the second half. back here at Armstrong Stadium at Hampton University for the second half of the Class 3 semifinal game featuring the Phoebus Phantoms and the Blue Devils of Culpeper County High School. Wube Gabray and Frank Edgar with you here in what's been mostly Phoebus here, certainly in the second quarter. First quarter dominated by a long drive by the Culpeper Blue Devils, led to their only touchdown. The Phantoms, though, start the game with a bang, 60-yard run by Barry Hargraves.
This is a huge quarter for Culpeper. Down 2 scores. Not really known for their passing game in the playoffs. This is going to put a lot of pressure on their offense.
Well, the Phantoms lined up to kick here. They kick it away. Culpeper gets the ball. They did not look very enthusiastic at the end of the first half. I'm sure Ken Wakefield, their head coach, has got them going here. It's going to be another bouncer.
It's going to go to Colbert. No, that's number 13. That's McCray.
And he's up over the 25, about the 29-yard line, 1st and 10.
So let's see if they go with McDonald, Frank.
Well, that's right. You had McDonald, Azir McDonald, standing in the quarterback spot. He's the backup quarterback to Eric Wilson, who they lost a couple weeks ago. We saw number 6, Javay Kokloff, run the offense as a running back, taking the direct snap. He had, would you say, 61 yards on 16 carries there in the first half.
Not bad.
They were 33 for 105 in that first half. So now, first down, they're back in that other formation. It's Colclough.
Yep.
That time diving over the top is Joshua Austin to hold him to just a couple of yards. He may have picked up 1.5.
You just wonder how long they're going to be able to do this. Clock's going to become an enemy as well.
But to be honest, they took 12 minutes on their first drive to score their only touchdown, and they don't have, using that metric, they don't have enough time to tie it.
Yeah, exactly.
So we'll see if they go to the air like they tried it in the first half with no success.
Well, a different set. Colclough goes to Vinny.
And Vinny down a couple yards, and out hobbling comes big number 77, Taha Ali, 6'3", 330. You see him running Cameron Buchanan in, number 53. He's only 260, ladies and gentlemen. Number 50 is Brandon Miller. He's 250. Then you see Logan Boydo out here on the right, 6'1", 340. They've got a big group in there, including Bracken Hibbert, the 10th grader. He's 260.
Good size line.
So 3rd and about 5.
3rd and 5.
Colclough
again. That's going to be a flag. I don't know if that's going to be a hold.
And the flag in the holding area back there behind the 35-yard line, right? The 34. We'll see what the call is. I believe it's going to be a hold. That's what you normally see.
That's what it's going to be.
Holding on the line.
Get a good look at Chris Daniels, Frank, warming up on that sideline.
Well, we saw him come out today without the pads and the flak jacket and everything else he wears out there. An ordinary-looking young man, but his arm has gotten so strong this year.
It has.
And he showed it there, and the second touchdown was a 59-yard throw on a good spotting of Barry Hargraves across the middle.
Doesn't hurt to have an athlete like Hargraves to throw it to.
3rd and 15 now for the Blue Devils.
And that's going to be McCray who's going to get the direct snap. McCray, a little sidestep, but Phoebus defense is all over it.
Yeah, at the feet there, looks to be Dominic Edwards. Grab and hold. No, it was 25, Torrey Newsom from his linebacker spot. Linebackers were expected to be active, and they have been. But Austin and Silver, Joshua Austin, number 32, number 55, Josiah Silver, really leading the charge for the defense. So here comes the punter. Gabe Barrows steps in back. First time we've seen a punt. No, second time they've punted.
Second time.
And Barry Hargraves back looking for his 3rd touchdown of the game. I don't know what you do if you're Barrows. Just kick it as far as you can and hope somebody runs underneath it. Barry Hargraves caught the last one on the fly.
And he's going
to kick it away from him.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
So he kicks it down to about the 45-yard line. 26-yard punt. So they're not going to kick it to Barry Hargraves. No. And can't say as I blame him. He burned him on the first play for a 60-yard touchdown run. and then in the second set of downs, caught a 59-yard touchdown pass.
So Phoebus back on offense, Frank. Let's see if
Well,
they.
the second half, we saw the Phoebus offense really start to come to fore, start to move the ball a little bit, and a very hard-fought touchdown down in the deep in the Blue Devil territory. Daniels with Turner behind him. Barry Hargraves out to the left. Single coverage. Capone Hoffman on him. That's what we call drawing the short straw.
Daniels in the shotgun.
Hargraves is going to try to run down the middle.
Yeah, he's pointing. See the linebackers moving. They're going to go to Turner.
Turner right behind his blockers. Picks up about 3 yards. Brought down out there by Blake Polari. We've called his name a couple of times. Polari bringing the runner down. Polari with 40 tackles coming into the game. You'll see here Turner just following the big number 78 right around the back. There's Polari number 40.
And number 42, Keonta Gray.
Ken Wakefield trying to keep an eye on his team there. Second and about 7.
3 yards on the Turner run.
Hargraves at the top of your screen.
You got to watch where he is at all times. Culpeper showing blitz, and they back off of it. Daniels back to pass. He's going to go to Smith. There's Colquitt.
Yeah,
Colcliff. Gets a tackle.
Yeah, good tackle, but he's going to get his progress up till about the 48-yard line. Whoa, that lost a half yard on the spot. He did. He lost a half. I was looking at on the far side. 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, you see that.
Yeah, Colcliff just hanging on for dear life.
Good tackle.
Well, good throw from Daniels again. Man-to-man coverage on every Phoebus receiver, 3 left, 1 right.
3rd and 3 from the 48. Daniels been in shotgun most of the night. Hargraves goes in motion. That's how they scored the first touchdown. It's going to be a pass by Hargraves. He's going to see Tucker. Tucker's going to make the catch at around the 10. What a catch by Tucker.
Well, what a throw by Hargraves, who throws it running away from the line. He threw it while moving, and Tucker had to come back and get it. The big tight end able to rumble underneath it. And they pick up a lot of yards down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line, 1st and goal Phantoms.
You know, Tucker not really known as a pass-catching tight end. Dropped a couple earlier in the season, but gets a great catch here. Just look at that throw. Just kind of lost in the mix as he just kind of snuck out of there.
From Tucker to turn around and see the ball is going to be short and hold his ground. Daniels under center.
Actually, yeah, Daniels goes to Turner. Turner right up the middle. I thought he had it, but he's going to be really short. I mean, really close to it, to the end zone.
Well, good blocking up there from the Phantoms, of course. Their line, Marlon Jones, the center, number 60. Malik Hardy, 54. Avery Harrell, number 50. Austin Gilliam, 51. And Josiah Silver, 55. They're also joined the line by number 78, Jabari Batten, who's getting a lot of play today.
Yes. Again, Donovan Cooper, the senior leader, is out for the rest of the season.
2nd and goal from the 4.
Daniels under center.
Turner right behind Kamani Robinson, and Turner decides he's going to run in. He bounced off of one guy and bounces on in on his feet. That time it could have been Kamani scoring. It could have been Turner. That one's Turner. Doesn't even follow his fullback, and they score the 4th touchdown of the game.
Yeah, anybody could have scored that one.
So 2 touchdowns from Turner, 2 touchdowns from Barry Hargraves, and the Phantoms lead at 27-7 with Anthony Wallace on the kick, what would be his 4th extra point out of the hold of Latrell Smith.
Kick is up and good.
So Wallace 4 for 4. So the Phantoms with 6:55 to go in the 3rd quarter lead at 28-7, and they're starting to exhibit. You'll see here Robinson goes right, but Turner said, no, I'll just go the short way.
Nobody wraps up.
Obviously a good geometry student. The shortest distance is a straight line, right? He didn't decide to follow Robinson. He went straight. So 28-7 Woubay. Is this a do-or-die set of downs for the Culpeper Blue Devils?
I believe so. I mean, you know, the way their offense is constructed right now, you know, they're not, I don't know, they're not set up for the spread, and they're going to put probably some guys who haven't played quarterback all year in the mix, and Phoebus is going to be ready for it with their athletes in the defensive side.
And I guess for the Phantoms, they're starting to get a taste of it, and the defense is playing much better than they did that first drive. They played hard, but couldn't stop it.
Right.
They haven't had that experience lately.
Couple penalties have hurt Culpeper as well.
Yeah, just small ones, 5-yarders.
5 yards, yep.
So back is McCray to the left. In the middle, I believe, is Capone Hoffman.
Here's the Wallace kick, swiv kick. It's going to go to McCray. McCray trying to find some space, can't find anything, and he's tackled around.
He found something, right? Just didn't want to find that. That's Phantoms. That was number 20 for Phoebus with the tackle there. Ja'Kai Gray, his second stop on special teams.
Yeah. I mean, people got to understand special teams matter as well. Go out there and make a play.
Well, here comes the offense, and we'll see what offense that Coach Ken Wakefield is going to send out. Is he going to try a normal offense with a quarterback, or is he going to continue with the bunch formation? And he looks like he's going to continue with the bunch formation with Culpeper in the backfield.
It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 30.
That's McDonald with him, by the way.
Culpeper's going to get it, and the defense is
he got it all right.
Amped up. He got it all right. He got hit by, that might be Silver and Kamani Robinson.
Right to feet, yeah. Robinson, the fullback, now playing linebacker, just stepped right through the line and was able to grab the running back by the feet. 2nd and 11. So the Phantoms starting to do now what they did to Norcom last week in overtime, which is every time Norcom ran the ball would go backwards. And they're feeling their oats a little bit.
Yeah.
So out comes number 82 for the Phantoms.
So it's they lost one on that play. McCray this time looks like Vini.
Vini's run hard all game, but right up the middle picks up about 4.
Actually, that's Mosley. It
was 9. Jalen Vini, the senior. So they're going with the ones that brung them here.
Yep.
They need now almost 7 yards for a first down. Phantoms number 50 is coming out hobbling. That's Ibri Harrell, plays on both sets of lines. Harrell's been a terrific 5th man on these lines.
Hope he's okay. It's going to be 3rd and 7 now at the 33 for Culpeper.
Again, bunched up with Culpeper back in what would be a quarterback spot. Direct snap.
Oh, almost close. It's going to be about a yard, maybe a yard or 2 short.
Yeah, he's a tough runner. No question about that. Very hard runner. And that's it puts him probably up near 70 yards in the game, but in 18 carries.
And I think if the last possession wasn't do or die, this has to be. It's going to go another 4th down play, Frank. 4th and 2.
And clock running, 5:08 to go, 3rd quarter. 28-7 Phantoms. And the Blue Devils bunched up.
It's Culpeper again. He's going to, depending on the spot, it looks like they're going to give it to him.
That's an unbelievable spot on the far side.
2 yards.
You see the ball sitting right on the 40-yard line, and they give him to the 41 and the first down. Not that Culpeper doesn't earn every inch he gets, because he is a hard running back to bring down. Watch him here, just right behind the block and just pushes his way.
Yeah, he won't beat you with speed. It definitely just more of a punisher.
The ball stopped right there.
Tackled by Newsom. So first down.
Even distribution of tackles for the Phantoms. But the clock runs, 4:30 to go.
Goes to Vini as he tries to go outside, and Smith was there. So he goes inside. He fumbles the ball. That's picked up by Smith. And then they're going to say he was down. They're going to say Vini was down. And
Boy,
Vini's
that's
down.
A tough play and a tough, quick call. I'd like to see that again. Vini certainly had been his forward progress been stopped, but I'm not sure I heard the whistle. Did you hear a whistle?
I didn't hear a whistle. I'm going to hopefully get a replay on that to see if he was down.
And he took just a blow on the tackle. We'll see it again. Vini, who's another hard runner to bring down. You'll see it here. Handoff there. And the stop is, there's the big hit.
Oh, yeah, that's a fumble.
That's number 5, Latrell Smith, who then picks it up and runs it down. That's a really bad call.
That's a fumble. You see it.
Now the officials chasing them off the field because they're taking a knee. Beanie's still on the ground.
Hopefully he's okay.
I don't know which hit got him. I know Smith hit him.
It might have been the body what might have turned
I'm going to say
awkwardly.
that third, though they've got a helmet off for the young man. Hopefully he's okay. Beanie's a senior. Jalen Beanie, 6 foot, 180 pounder. Sometimes I think these weights are done before the season because these guys look like they bulked
bigger.
up.
Yeah.
Phoebus cheerleaders showing their respect for the injured player. Young ladies finish their season here in the next couple of weeks. They have played in practice as much as the football team.
Oh, absolutely.
Of course, then they move on to the indoor court. Sure, they were there last night. I believe Denby faced off against Phoebus last night. Phoebus gets the win. They're 2-0, I believe.
Yeah, they're doing really well.
The Hampton basketball teams look pretty strong across the 4 schools.
I know Bethel girls are 2-0, Hampton girls.
The Hampton girls as well.
Yeah.
Very strong team. Dropped one down there. Who was it? Ocean
Lakes,
Lakes, which
yeah,
is a Division 6.
Out in the beach.
So the Phantoms trying to bring their enthusiasm back to life after the injury. Vini walks off on his own power.
It's like Storm Martin back there now for Culpeper as McDonald gets the carry.
McDonald being hung on to by Batten, and Batten picks him up and slams him down backwards as they got under his feet. It's also that's Jermon Simon Davenport again, who's played very well from the linebacker spot.
Absolutely.
And, of course, Batten, who's been in about every other play. So third and about 8 yards for the Blue Devils. Obviously, their side lost a little bit of enthusiasm here. They looked a little slower at the end of the first half.
Yeah, they did. Almost like
and they haven't been able to get anything going here. They're trying to get a first down, keep this drive going with almost 3 minutes to go in the third.
3rd and 8. McDonald not ready for the snap.
Ball is snapped. And
now
they call a penalty, but the
ball's
ball was
already
snapped.
snapped.
I don't know why you have a penalty when the ball is snapped. That's an interesting call. But it's a 5-yard loss, another 5-yard penalty. That's their third, that I recall, maybe their 4th 5-yard penalty, but it puts them back behind the 40.
So 28-7, Frank. 3rd quarter. Let's see if Culpeper can get something going here on offense. 3rd and 13 from the 38. McDonald now at the quarterback position. He's going to go back to pass. Pocket closes. He tucks it and runs. Decent speed. Is he going to get close to a first down as he ducks down and gets into Phoebus territory, and that's going to be enough for a first down.
Real good run by McDonald. First time we've seen the quarterback in that passing situation get away from the Phantom defense. He brings it up over midfield down to the 47-yard line, 1st and 10. So the Blue Devils show a little life there. McDonald in that quarterback spot. You see him here, nothing open. And then the defenders pushed out, linebackers, they drop back. And a good camera work by Steve Fryer shows you the punishing end of that run. Now 2 wide receivers out for the Blue Devils.
There goes to Colquitt this time on a run. The traditional way.
Yeah, Josiah Silver with the grab around the ankles to stop Colquitt. He takes it down to the 42, pick up a 5, 2nd and 5.
So far, so good for Culpeper on this drive.
But again, the clock ticking. And this, again, it's under 2 minutes to go. This is their 2nd series, I believe, here in the 2nd half.
Taking their time.
Well, that's the way they do it. So Capone Hoffman goes left, and DeJure McCray right, the 2 wide receivers. McDonald
goes back to Colquitt.
Colquitt over the 40 down to just about the 38, maybe the 39. So it's be another 3rd down play for the Blue Devils. Dominic Edwards in on that.
So now they have McDonald. I guess they're going to try to get some of the passing game into it now. Because McDonald's more of a traditional quarterback as he backed up Wilson this year.
That's Silver and Gilliam on the tackle with Edwards holding up the blocker, allowing his teammates to catch the runner from behind.
So 3rd and 2 now at the 39-yard line for Culpeper.
Same set.
McDonald, he's going to keep, and he's going to be, he puts that ball away.
Yeah, he leaves that ball out. I thought that time the helmet of the tackler
would have knocked it out.
Was going to knock it out, but he didn't. So first down.
Yep,
though.
First down. As they've been sticking with McDonald, Nazir McDonald, listed as a quarterback on the roster. He's a senior, 6 foot 190.
Big Jabari Batten coming out. Number 50 coming in, Ibri Harold, who's back after walking off a little dinged up.
Good to see.
But clock's still ticking. 34 seconds to go here in the third quarter. So not a lot of time for Culpeper, and they sure are deliberate in their offense.
This might be the last play of the quarter as you see Phoebus defense making some adjustments. McDonald fakes the call. He's going to go back to pass. He's going to throw a good-looking ball. He's got an open receiver.
He got a hold, too, and he dropped it out there. But there's a hold up here in the took the helmet off of number 64. Stuart Jones lost his helmet, but maybe hands to the face by the Phantoms.
Good-looking throw by McDonald.
It was a good throw, and the cornerback, I believe, was it Baldwin out there? He got beat badly on that far side.
I mean, it wasn't much of a move.
It's a hands to the face.
Who was that out there? Was that number 1? Was that Hoffman? As we're going to take a look at it.
Yeah, we'll see out there. You'll see him already trailing the receiver by 4 yards.
That was Smith. I apologize.
That's Latrell Smith, yeah.
But he was open. Hoffman was open. And you saw the play.
They're going to pick up a first down, though, and 15 yards on the hand to the face.
And Stuart Jones got his helmet knocked off for Culpeper.
Oh, first and 10 from the Phantom 25-yard line.
15 yards left off against the Phantom.
So the Phantom's second 15-yard penalty, basically both in the same area, going the same way, but quarter down to 14 seconds to go.
See the Culpeper line running up to the ball as they're going to be first and 10 at the 25 of Phoebus.
Yeah, I think the official's making sure that the player's helmet came off is out. Now they go move it another 5 yards.
Okay.
Wow. Wow. So it's from the 21-yard line now.
So first and 10, 14 seconds left in the quarter. McDonald still in there, quarterback. Another pass play is going to be incomplete, intended for number 1 Hoffman, Capone Hoffman, the senior.
Smith again caught behind the receiver. They're playing man-to-man, which makes it tough. But the throw is short, and Hoffman not able to come up with it.
See McDonald with a little bit more confidence, a little pep in his step now as he goes back to pass. The first pass, the pass on the penalty was a good throw. Hoffman was open, just couldn't get it down. Would have been a touchdown.
Phantoms facing but the third set of offense and different offense they've seen.
Second and 10 from the 21. Colquitt gets it, goes inside. Looks like Gilliam.
Yeah, that's also 51 at defeat. Well, that was Austin Gilliam, excuse me. You know, we haven't called his name much, but it's because the front four had to hold up the line in that rushing game. And the linebackers have made most of the tackles. That does it for the quarter. Phantoms score 1 touchdown in that quarter. And they lead at 28-7 here as we go to the northern end of the field and the fourth quarter. So it's a big drive for Culpeper. They need to score.
Absolutely.
But the ball's on the 22-yard line. No, well, right inside the 20, excuse me, right inside the 20. So they're marking that off. That's Kevin Williams back to the ball. There we go.
See a couple Phoebus
crew,
fans.
yeah, the old family of Phoebus. They've been together a long time,
That's
most
right.
of that Phoebus administration. Jeremy Blunt, of course, the head coach. And in his 6th year, he was a player for the Phantoms back under Coach Bill D in 2001.
I actually went to Hampton University as well, so quite a little bit of a homecoming for him.
Here's Jabari Batten, number 78, taking up a lot of the room of the picture.
Jalen White not playing today.
And that's tough when you have your first team running back not playing. So they switch into the field now. Culpeper going with the breeze. breeze is really from the southeast. So here is Culpeper in that lineup with 2 wide receivers and everybody else bunched behind the 5 linemen.
No.
So back goes McDonald. Colclough makes a touchdown. That time, again, the Phantom pass defense a little porous. That was, I think on the tackle was Tylen Baldwin. But a touchdown for the Blue Devils on a pass. That's unusual. But the difference led to a nice toss there, 20-yarder for their second TD, 28-13. And on comes Gabe Barros again to kick the extra point. And that time, it's good. So Barrow scores his second point of the game, 28-14. Phoebus Phantoms, and they will receive the kick here with 11:53 to go in the fourth quarter. So Culpeper rescues what seemed to be a dismal third quarter by scoring here in the first play of the fourth.
Good drive there by Culpeper as they mix it up with pass and run.
Here we're going to see the play here. Receiver Colclough comes right up the middle.
And again, it looks,
throw right over.
Looks like McDonald's getting comfortable back there now.
And I do think that was Baldwin that got dragged in. As he was coming up to catch the running back as he came out of the backfield, didn't get there in time and got dragged across the goal line. So 28-14, the Phantoms would like to have another touchdown here and take their time in the fourth quarter. You see their band members.
Obviously, you have to avoid the turnovers if you're Phoebus, because now Culpeper with another dimension, as I talked about, going into the second half, it was going to be tough, but it looks like McDonald, again, is getting comfortable back there throwing the ball.
Let me take this moment to mention a Phoebus family that's hurting today. My friend John Bateman passed away this morning. John's 2 children, Cody and Brandy, both Phoebus High School graduates and athletes down there. And Brenda, we're thinking about you today. Wubei and I send out our regards, the whole crew here. As we're going to miss John Bateman, a big member of the Hampton Woods Little League and a baseball expert around the area. So John, rest in peace and peace to the family.
It's going to be Caleb Randolph who's going to get the ball. He's going to take it to around midfield, still on his feet. Oh, and he slammed down.
That's Barrows, the kicker, with the tackle, but not before Caleb Randolph brings it down to the 44-yard line. The kicker makes a nice stop.
He's still down.
I think he surprised him with the tackle. May have caught him, may knocked the breath out of him a little bit. Hopefully that's all that is with Caleb Randolph, as he made a nice run up the field. The Phantom runners today seeming having no problem in showing their ability to run in the open field, and you see it here. Barris, number 80, the kicker. Randolph gets up. Yeah, it just hit him right in the stomach.
Yeah.
Short kick to stay away from Barry Hargraves. And there goes Caleb Randolph. And he comes around the corner, doesn't see the kicker.
And the kicker was eyeing him.
Yeah, that's a nice tackle.
That's textbook.
So Wubei, Jabari Batten in the offensive line, filling the hole for Donovan Cooper.
We have Hayes and Robinson in the backfield. Daniels goes under center. Daniels goes to Kimani. Robinson, the up back. Culpeper's all on it, though. As Robinson tries to bounce off a few tackles, as Culpeper's going to get him in the backfield for a loss.
Probably had 6 more inches on the forward progress on the first attempt, but then you see his strength. And up slowly comes a Culpeper player. That's number 20, George Mosley. He's played a great game today, but he's got stuck maybe a little Charlie horse up in that thigh. He's going to stay in. The line, which is, again, not as big as their offensive line, they have played very well today against the Phantom offensive line.
So loss of 1, 2nd and 11 now from the 45. Daniels.
Man-to-man on Hargraves up top.
Goes to Hayes. Hayes gets a nice hole, close to a first down.
That's Barrows out there again.
As Mosley, limping before the play, still makes the tackle, and he's in a lot of pain.
Gabe Barrows, the punter.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, Barrows comes in on the defensive back. He's listed, but my goodness, a great
You're
tackle
right.
by
He did
him.
make the tackle, yeah.
So 3rd and 2.
Mosley goes out. He's in a lot of pain.
I think he caught one in the thigh.
I think Robinson,
yeah,
on that Robinson tackle.
Hopefully just a muscular issue, nothing too serious.
So 3rd and 2, Frank. Daniels under center. Hayes is the feature back. Haven't seen him today. And he gets the ball, and it's going to be close to a first down. That extra surge might have gotten it with that.
And it's certainly close enough to go on 4th. They're going to give him the first down. So Trevon Hayes showing his multiple talents. Watch that push right there.
Right there, that got it. You see, right? Good shot by Steve Fryer. As we saw him, he got right near the sticks, and the extension gave him the first down.
Adam Misford with the tackle, number 42. He's played a strong game on the line. You see number 12 on the far side, Krishan Brown. The 2 ends have played very well.
Daniels just fakes to Hayes. He's going to go back to pass. He's got Hargraves. Hargraves could get the trifecta, and he does. Touchdown, Barry Hargraves.
Right past the kicker, Barrows, who you can't keep up. There's nobody can keep up with Barry Hargraves. This is his 3rd touchdown. You see big Barry Hargraves right there. And a nice throw from Chris Daniels. I mean, that's a full stride by Hargraves. And just Daniels threw every bit of muscle he had into that. And the Phantoms come back and go again by 3 touchdowns over the Blue Devils of Culpeper. Anthony Wallace on for what would be his 5th extra point out of the hole of Latrell Smith.
Everybody gets to see why he was the player of the year, Frank, in the district.
At that time, the Culpeper team, I think, was off by 3 yards. We'll see. Yes, it was. So Wallace going to kick again from maybe a yard up. They were offside by a long way.
Yes, sir.
There's Anthony Wallace. And your lower left of your screen, the long blonde hair coming out of the back of that gold helmet.
Snap is up.
Another good hold by Latrell Smith. The holders, let me tell you that given that overtime win last week, the holders and the snappers were terrific, both set, Norcom and Phoebus. Here's Daniels. Watch him just put every ounce of muscle he has in there. And Hargrave in the full run. Look at that. He's got 5 yards on Barrows.
Yeah, it's tough to have Barrows, to cover Barry Hargraves, the player of the year.
It's kind of hard to pick the player of the game so far, but I got to tell you, Daniels with the 2 passes, the one he found for the 59-yarder in the first quarter was magnificent because he had to pick him out as he was going across the field. That time, he just picked one of 4 guys that were running straight down the field.
And then, Hargraves' first touchdown was on one of those little jet sweeps. So I would give it to Hargraves personally.
Yeah, 3 touchdowns in state semifinals. Very impressive. And the coaching staff over at the Phantoms very happy, which is rare for them before a game. Yeah. We get pleasantries. They can be very strong. They certainly try to will this team to win. And so far, so good today. There's Jalen White on the right, the all-district running back who played last week but not able to go today. Maybe he'll be ready for next week.
Yeah, you want to need him next week. They're going to play Heritage of Lynchburg or Lord Botetourt.
Botetourt. Yeah, take the R's out. Botetourt. I have no idea where that comes from, but the county up there. That one squibs down into the middle.
McCray gets it at around the 15. Not much room.
That's where he gets it all right. He gets it right there about the 23. And he's tackled by about 5 Phantoms. Looks like number 26, Devontae White, had a good piece of McCray. So with 9:31 to go in the 4th quarter, Phantoms lead at 35-14. Wube, coming into this game, we thought nobody was overlooking this Culpeper squad.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, especially we remember what happened in 1999. I alluded to that earlier. I mean, it was a big upset when they beat Hampton. So you can, I mean, at this point in the season, everybody can beat anybody if you just go out there and play. But, Phoebus just using their athletes on the outside, which we thought they would with this fast track out here, and that's what they have been doing. That's why they're up 35-14.
Culpeper did win the state title that year, having won that big game over the Crabbers. That's the last time. Ever since then, it's been tough going for Culpeper. Since 1999, they are 86 and 129 coming in here. The Phantoms 231 and 30.
Back to Colquitt. He gets it.
Colcliff, he takes a beating but keeps on going. That time up, mark him right over the 25. You see those big linemen. I think they've had a great day. Ken Wakefield can look his players in the eyes if they drop this game and say, you guys gave every bit.
Oh, absolutely.
Both lines have played well for the Blue Devils. You know, we talk about Culpeper. It is the old high school up there. Yeah. We know Eastern View is down here today playing Lake Taylor across the water in Norfolk. But it's the old school, so it's not one of those shiny new ones like we're seeing popping up further and further from D.C.
Well, you got Eastern View, you have Colonial Forge, which is a new school up that way. North Stafford's an older school. They came down here a few years to play Phoebus in the playoff. McDonald back to pass. Going to be picked off by Latrell Smith. He read that play like he was the receiver.
Yeah, it's twice they had gone to him, and twice he probably got beat. That time, Latrell Smith said, no, not again. I got you. You're going to go to number 1. Capone Hoffman, and I am not going to let that happen. So the turnover gives the Phantoms the ball at the 35 with 8:36 to go. Well, we've seen Ken Wakefield. It was nice to hear from him. He's from Buffalo, and then he's been around as he's followed his coaching career, but seems to have found a great home up there at Culpeper, and what a nice part of the Commonwealth to be in. So he's done a great job, but I don't think his team has got it today. The Phantoms just are on their game. Here comes Chris Daniels. Barry Hargraves now being looked at by every Blue Devil. He's man-to-man again, though there is a safety watching him. Capone Hoffman. No, it's his brother Armani Hoffman.
We're going to go to that jet sweep. Double reverse as Latrell Smith gets it. He has some blockers in front of him. He has Hayes and Daniels blocking. Kimani Robinson with a block.
That time he slipped on the turf and came down right inside the 20. You saw the left foot go out from underneath him as he tried to cut back towards the middle. Good run. And a great play by Jeremy Blunt. A flag down the play. And Jeremy Blunt not happy with that. This official's been giving them a hard time the whole day.
Yeah.
And they are hot about that.
I'm going to call it a false start. I mean, a legal motion.
So a 5-yard penalty after that. And I have no idea why that play is not blown dead. And Jeremy Blunt is really going to ride him now, and deservedly so. We got to talk. You know, this is state semifinals.
Phantoms call for a false start, calling that play back.
A false start. 10 minutes later, to quote the late Steve Hillenberg's SpongeBob cartoon.
So 1st and 15 now from the 40. They're going to go back to Smith. Smith with a little stutter step.
And he's still mad.
And he gets thrown out of bounds. He might be out of.
I can't believe that's not 15, but I couldn't see when the feet was. Good tackle down there by number 13, DeJure McCray. Smith is energetic, to say the least. That's a good shot of McCray. And he's hearing it a little bit from the sideline.
You know,
Dickie Van Dyke, coach, is telling me he doesn't want to hear any mouth. He just want to play football, and he's telling them.
You don't want anything crazy to happen in the last 7 minutes, knowing there's another game next week.
So 2nd and about 6. Barry Hargraves still man-to-man, though the safety's practically walking over towards him.
Daniels, 2nd and 6. It's going to go to Hayes. Hayes is the feature back now as he rumbles and stumbles. Gets about maybe 2 on the carry.
Well, Krishawn Brown had him back behind the 30, but he just took a ride on his back as Hayes yanks him down to the 28-yard line, 27, excuse me. Good spot there. And it's 3rd and about 2. Coach Van Dyke with his 2 fingers up on each hand, the tape around him to show the offensive line what the scheme's going to be for this next play. Hargraves to the right, Smith, and it's Dallin Dixon out left.
They've got McCray on Hargraves.
You got 2-on-1 out there.
Fakes to Hayes.
He sees it.
And he's going to look that way.
It's a hold. And
Daniels goes down.
Daniels got to get rid of the ball on that one. That's a couple times he's done that today where he should have gotten rid of the ball. The ball is back down on the 40. Blunt is furious. They always say, question is what's the call? It's going to be a hold. So it's 10 yards behind where the flag's thrown, which is the 33-yard line. And Blunt explaining to his young quarterback that maybe been a good opportunity to throw that ball or throw it away. So 4th down from the 40. And out comes the punting team. This is Devontae White, number 26. They had to wake him up on the sideline. What's that? First punt? Yeah. We haven't seen White today.
I think it's the first punt.
Been an excellent punter for them this year.
Absolutely.
Now he's got a chance to put the Blue Devils back way deep in their territory. They only have 6 minutes to go in the game. The clock's still running.
Hoffman deep for the Blue
A lot
Devils.
of confusion on the Phantom side.
Because they haven't punted all game.
Right.
And not ready for it. And now they're going to, looks like Phoebus going to call a timeout.
Timeout, yeah. Avoid the penalty. Of course, at this distance, it wouldn't hurt them to go back 5 more. But they don't need the timeout. So 35-14, 5:48 to go in the 4th quarter. Wube, next week, we don't know much about the opponent for the Phantoms, but if they play the game they played today with the speed on artificial turf, and that's what they're going to see at Liberty University, they're going to be hard to beat.
I think they're going to be really hard to beat. Heritage of Lynchburg played in the state championship game last year against Hopewell, so they're back in this Final Four, so to speak, in the Class 3.
It's Heritage of Lynchburg.
Heritage of Lynchburg,
in other words, they'll be playing at home.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
They would be playing at home. I didn't think about that. So if they win, it would be tough sledding for Phoebus. But with this offense and the way Daniels has been rolling the last couple games, they're going to be tough to stop.
I've been very, very impressed. It's nice to see Barry Hargraves get kind of uncorked here.
Right.
He's been the defense in the last 3 weeks done a pretty good job on him.
High snap. He gets it off.
Nice punt.
Yeah, great punt. It's going to take.
Oh, it took a little checkup, but right there to the 23, 24-yard line. So that's a long way to go when you have a rushing offense like Culpeper.
Only 5 minutes left.
Well, the Phantoms, we watched Phoebus all year long, and we've seen them playing their Peninsula District foes, and they have not been as dominant as some Phoebus teams have been in the past. Today is more like what we've expected out of this team all year long.
And it was a concern coming in that they weren't going to play up to the Phoebus standards. And, it's good to see them come out today and use all their weapons and put 35 points on the board.
Well, and they've showed a lot here today. They've showed their speed, which everybody knows they have, but it's sometimes, like last week when the rain and the mud, it's impossible to show. Silver being held around his neck.
McDonald's somehow gets away from a rush, but goes out of bounds. I don't know how he got out of that.
Well, and I don't know how Silver doesn't draw a holding call. As they practically had him around the neck, you can see Silver indicate to his coaches that there he is, number 55. They had to see him grabbing. They literally watched him. Watch 55 around this right end. He's got around, and he's got him by the head. Number 20 did, and no call.
We need the illustrator in the little circle.
That's
there.
right. We need to get our little. Come on now. We got to get that. Yeah, the illustrator. No score I can find on Heritage and Lord Botetourt. So 2nd and 9. Credit the quarterback with good effort there. He did get out of bounds, so 5:29 to go.
Another pass. It's going to be almost intercepted. Smith and Wilson were over there.
Yeah, and there's been no surprise who the receiver is going to be. Capone Hoffman is their receiver. The Capone Hoffman's been terrific so far in being the target, and he's got a touchdown in the playoffs. But that time, Phoebus is starting to figure out it's only him. See Wilson going to drop back to help.
Oh, man.
And he and Smith jump in front of that route.
Take your pick. Whoever wanted it could have had it. Just dropped it.
Oh, this is the shortest drive time-wise that Culpeper's probably had in a year.
It's 39 now from the 24. McDonald in at quarterback. Fakes the handoff. It's going to go deep. It's going to go to McCray. A flag's thrown. It's going to be almost intercepted, but it's a flag. That might be maybe a pass interference or a defensive holding.
Boy, that's tough. That's tough. We'll have to look at that again. That's number 13, DeJure McCray, going down the sideline. But the call, I think, is going to be against the Phantoms. They've suffered some big penalties today, big 15-yarders. It's holding on the defense. So one thing we've noticed, if the Phantoms, if they have an Achilles heel on defense, it's the pass defense. And then it takes them a little bit to get warmed up. That time, McCray just sprints down the right side and draws the 15-yard penalty, or 10-yard penalty, excuse me, but it's a first down for Culpeper, and that first down only took them 12 seconds. Good shot there. Nazir McDonald, the senior quarterback. Hoffman goes left. Got to keep your eye on him. Latrell Smith has him man-to-man. Baldwin at safety now for the Phantoms. Phoebus expecting a pass, and they're going to get their expectation. And that ball thrown over the head of Hoffman out of bounds.
Good pressure by the Phoebus defensive line.
So, yeah, good chase down there. Silver and Austin, again, have been terrific today. Well, for those folks that worry about what Phantoms are going to have next year, if you look at this lineup, that defense, 3 or 4 seniors, Hargraves and Smith, Edwards and Newsom, but the rest of them juniors and sophomores. So a good core of defensive players and offensive players coming back next year for Phoebus.
Well, you get Daniels and White back. Unfortunately, you do lose Hargraves and Smith, but you bring back Daniels and White and Turner, the sophomore, and a Kamani Robinson, a junior. So a good nucleus coming back. Oh, good fake by McDonald. He goes back to pass. Low throw.
And it's kind of a bounce pass in, but not able to be picked up out there. And guess who the receiver was? It's Capone Hoffman.
And Latrell Smith was on him like a blanket.
Hoffman's a senior. Capone Hoffman, 6'2", 170-pounder. And his brother Armani Hoffman, number 3, 6'1", 180, junior. So 2 sets of brothers. The Hibbert brothers are the other set, I believe. Bracken Hibbert, number 68, and Grant Hibbert, 75. Both have played today.
And, of course, Corey Wilson, the junior quarterback, will come back next year.
Yeah, the defensive player of the year in the Peninsula District, Corey Wilson. Hoffman out left. And Smith going to get on him man-to-man.
McDonald, high snap, gets it. A little pressure, tries to get away. But no way, as that is number 67 for Phoebus.
Wow, that's coming in.
That's
and playing well. That's
Bailey.
Amari Bailey,
sophomore.
So Bailey gets a chance, gets his name in the scorebook.
As he just basically uses strength and power on this one.
Watch him roll there. Just came through the lineman and brings down the quarterback. So 4th down and 10. Nothing for Culpeper to do with the clock running under 4:30 now.
They're just going to punt.
That goes Smith. As they probably expecting some sort of fake. Supposed to be Barros back.
It's like Phoebus is trying to come after it. Nope, they play it safe.
Holy mackerel.
And Smith was going to take that one too.
Hard to tell who that was on. It was on Culpeper. So it moves back 5 yards. And Barros going to kick it again. So now inside the 30. Phantoms will really come after it now. Punts away that time.
Smith will have an opportunity to return this. Drops it around the 41. He picks up at around the 35. He's just going to maybe play it safe. No, Smith still on his feet. And just go down around the 45. Just played it safe there.
Good tackle out there by 40, Blake Polari, who's had a wonderful game. Not enough Blake Polari today, though. He's able to bring the tackle down and may have dinged himself up a little bit. But the Phantoms get the ball at the Blue Devil 45, 1st and 10 with 3:41 to go. And now we'll see if Jeremy Blunt, what he wants to do here. I imagine he'd love to score again, but he wants to see, he may flex his muscle a little bit and see what kind of offense he can throw out there, and maybe some new stuff here, Wube.
Yeah, I mean, like, they put Hayes in the backfield to try to change it up a little bit as you.
Well, I wonder if Turner got dinged up a little bit. Turner over here, he's got 2 touchdowns today. Young man sitting there with his helmet off. It's good to know you got Hayes, and they've got a formation that mirrors Culpeper.
Yeah. Just going to go to Hayes. Hayes cuts it up.
Fine with me. I'm going to pick up 15 yards by just waiting and taking my turn. He leaves 4 Blue Devils in the wake. Did you notice that?
You know, we haven't even seen Hayes play offense this year. He comes in the state semifinal and does a great job.
Well, give credit that time. Marlon Jones, the center, who's really the centerpiece of this offensive line. But his crew has been wonderful today. It's Jones and Hardy, Harrell, Gilliam, and Silver, along with Jabari Batten, who's shown some time. Look at him right through the middle. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 Blue Devils behind him. Tackled by number 5, Nazir McDonald, who's done just about everything for Culpeper today.
So 3:08 and counting. Daniels goes back to Hayes. Why not? Hayes
like, this offense thing's okay.
I like this.
Tackle that time by number 20, George Mosley. He, too, has played a great game for his team, but not quite enough for the Blue Devils today. Second and about 4. 2:46 in the clock running here. Good picture there of number 50, Ibri Harrell. We were there in a minute. He came out limping at one point, but he's back. See Silver and Hardy, Jones, Batten, and Harrell in the front line now. And
also into the game, freshman, 6'1", 185, Kamari Gray playing receiver. As they're going to give it to Caleb Randolph, who comes on an end-around jet sweep.
He's had quite a bit of success on that today, and he's down to about the 22, maybe gotten the first down. Stop the clock at 2:16. Just a quick handoff.
You know, Culpeper, again, as we said earlier, not having much success since 1999, Frank. Region champs on their end of the bracket. Great season, just came up against a better team today with more talent and more athleticism.
Yep, and a team that seems to love this artificial turf. So Daniels, now he's got another back in the back. That's Calvin Bunch, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bunch in the game, the junior tailback. Like, okay, I'm going to the south here, right? Yep. So and it's going to be Daniel.
Oh, man, good.
And that time Bunch plows into the line down to almost to the 14-yard line. Good effort from him.
Good-looking run.
He's in the book. Second and about 4 with under 2 minutes now to go. The Phantom's going to try to tack on another touchdown. Don't know what the line was on this game. Again, coming in, Culpeper was given every respect.
Mm-hmm.
And they earned it with that first drive.
Well, they felt like they came down here in 2.5, 3 hour drive. They expect to come in here and win.
And they played well. They're just not enough to slow down this explosive Phantom offense.
So Bunch gets it. Same number 38 is Elin Lewis, another one of the great running backs that come from Phoebus.
Injury slowed his career, but he was terrific in high school.
2,000-yard back twice at his during his career at Phoebus.
Bunch short by a yard. Might as well give it to him again. Nice tackle there. That's number 20, the very busy George Mosley.
Yeah, he's been everywhere today.
Mosley, a senior. So the seniors have shown up for Culpeper, and they can't be disappointed. I mean, they're disappointed, but it can't be down on themselves. They played very well.
Goes back to Hayes. Hayes wants that touchdown. Not playing offense much this year. He wants to get in the end zone.
Yeah, Hayes just got off the field, catch his breath. He's back in there now. In comes number 67, Amari Bailey. Number 36, Trevion Stevenson gets in. Seen a few fresh faces. Clock ticking now. 28 seconds. Phantoms probably got time for one more play. They may run it, may not. May not have to run it. Coach Blunt, I hope he's got his long johns on.
McGinnon going for the cooler here. To
maybe hide behind. Blunt still encouraging his team. Time clicking down. Chris Daniels it's going to be Tucker, and he takes a knee. And Blunt runs away from the Gatorade. And he's drenched. So the Phoebus Phantoms win it 35-14. Driven to the really get off a great start by Barry Hargraves today. 3 touchdowns for Barry in a magnificent game. As we see Chris Daniels over here on the sideline enjoying this win at home. And they're going to drench somebody else. They're going to line up here and face what it's a terrific team from Culpeper County. Congratulations to Ken Wakefield and his club, the Class 3B champions. And really deservedly so. There's our friend, the coach, that just got dumped on right
Coach
there.
Carson.
He got all the Gatorade
Frank.
he could want right there.
That's what it's all about, Frank.
Well, Wube, we've come to the end of a year covering football. We don't get to go to Lynchburg next week, but I want to thank our crew because we can't do it without them. Our director, Andy Foley, our camera control, Renee Camden, Krista Campbell on the instant replay, Mac Buttwalter is the graphics, Randy Begoli, the engineer, and our cameraman today, Alex Begoli, Steve Fryer, Nathaniel Braxton. And I want to thank you. It's been a wonderful year.
Awesome, yep.
Calling the Peninsula District and now state VHSL playoffs. And we've enjoyed watching these teams. So as we watch the teams shake hands, I shake hands with you and say, great
it's been
year.
Awesome. Yes, sir.
Thanks, everybody, for watching us. Let us know you do that because we enjoy bringing these games. Good luck to the Phantoms next week as they hit the Lynchburg. They win it here, 35-14. Final thoughts?
It's going to be a tough game next week. I encourage all fans to go up to Lynchburg. It might be a little dry, but go support your Phantoms.
And we're going to support them on Facebook as well. Thanks again. Frank Edgar, Wube Gabre signing off from Armstrong Field. Phoebus 35, Culpeper County 14.